Hey, Rich Laster, growexpand.com. This is Blunt on Business. We are cutting through the noise because all you care about is how to increase revenue in your business, enhance performance. What? Well, today we're going to get right to the turkey. All right? No sides, no fluff. Today we're talking about what a lot of people out there are saying to me in person, on social media, and that is inflation is kicking my butt. How do I outpace inflation? How do you outpace inflation? I'm glad you asked. There are 7 keys to establishing, maintaining, and growing profitability while the world is going nuts and inflation is effectively dancing like the Capoeira. I don't know. I don't dance, but we're going to talk about the 7 things that can work in your business if you take action right after these messages. Okay, so what? No fluff, right? Cutting through the noise, right? So let's get straight into strategy number 1. You need to strengthen your pricing power. Well, Rich, what do you mean? I'm glad you asked. Listen, customers will pay more if they see your product or service as an essential need in their business. They will pay more if they see your product or service as an essential need in their business or premium. So, how do you do this? You focus on your unique sales proposition. You focus on how you help them like no one else is helping them. If you're venture backed, you understand minimally viable product. Well, that doesn't always cut it, right? But if you've achieved MVP, if you've achieved reaching a state where people are paying for what you're selling, then you have to be listening. If you're socially listening, if you're actively listening to what your customers like, why they buy, why they're talking to you at all in a market where they have 13 options, then you know that what's unique about you, the way you solve their problem, the way you address their need or their want is special, right? Not only are you asking, are you happy? What can we do better? What can we do more of? Would you pay more? Because that's a great way to know if you are underpricing your offering. Your goods and services are valuable. If you don't know that, you're going to be out there selling hot dogs for $1. When the millionaire with the hot dog cart at Wall Street in the financial district downtown, a hot dog's $5. Okay? So don't undersell yourself. Don't undersell yourself. Don't undersell yourself. If you know your value proposition, if you know who and how you help, then you know that nobody can really touch you. Nobody can impact your magic the way you deliver it, the way you do it. People will pay for that. And those are the only people you give a damn about. I mean, God save the world, God bless the queen, blah, blah, blah. You're in business. And in business, what you need to be doing is focusing on who will pay for the magic in the box you've created, right? If the box is pretty and there's nothing in it, apafango, right? We don't need you here. There's enough of that. But you've built a wonderful product, a wonderful service. Make sure you're pricing it right. Strategy 1. Strategy 2. How to optimize your offerings. Ooh, This is big. And I was writing out these bullet points, and I'm like, woo, this is big. And here I am, I'm recording live, I'm talking to you, and I'm like, this is big. How to optimize your offerings. What does that mean? Since you started your business with one, maybe two products or services. You're probably now at about 7 or 8. Are there 7 or 8 value propositions? Are there 7 or 8 marketing strategies? Does every department have its own marketing strategy? Sales. How does marketing and sales interact with one another to make sure that, one, the leads are being properly qualified based on their interest, based on why they came to you in the first place? Because you have so many offerings. Guess what? Having more than 3 offerings in a bad economy means you're probably not paying attention. Okay? There's that one, and you'll hear me say this a million times. There's that one sticky offering, that thing that sticks people to you. It sticks to them. It's the glue that bonds your relationship. It's tremendous. You have to focus. Everybody in the world needs to know about that. Why? Because your sticky offering is the key to establishing the relationship that later presents opportunities for you to cross-sell, similar price point, upsell, higher price point, or ask for referrals. Turn that person into a champion. If you're focusing on trying to sell 1,000,000 products that you're not sure if people love, when your company started successfully on 1 or 2 products that everybody loved, you're wasting time, you're wasting money, and inflation's going to kick your ass. It just will. As it grows, as all the uncertainty happens, blah, 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 you're going to get kicked in the pants. And you asked for it. Now, there's a choice. Get lean, focus in on what everybody loves, and make more money. Yes, I said it. Make more money. Strategy number 3, cost cutting. How do we implement cost cutting measures in our business? But Miss Mary's been with us a long time. Oh, bless her heart. Does Miss Mary represent a direct impact to the top line revenue, or does Miss Mary represent a direct impact to bottom line savings? If she doesn't and you love her, what you better do is put Miss Mary in a position where she is doing one of those 2 things or both. Because what you better not do come the end of this quarter, what you better have come the end of this month, and we're here, babe, is everything lined up. Your ducks should be in a row. This should have been done during the holidays while everybody was boo-hooing, hugging, and Mary jostling, jangling, and jangling, right? You should have been making sure your I's were dotted and your T's were crossed. We've been talking about going lean for the last 12 months. Easy. You've been seeing the big boys do it. Easy. What you don't see is increased profitability in your business. You don't see increased revenue coming in the door. Why? Because you're pussyfooting around. This is where you have to get serious. What in your business can you cut and improve productivity while increasing efficiency? What can be automated? Hello? AI is everywhere. It literally just shook up the stock market. Are you paying attention? No. Better question. Are you learning? Are you learning? If I got look, I'm the old guy here, right? Old warrior, gray haired. Yeah, still dangerous. I'm learning. You have to stay learning, right? Read what you don't know. Learn what you don't know. Because what? It's not the person that doesn't know that wins. Because they don't know how. So, cut costs. Stop allowing fluffy fluff to exist in your business. You simply can't afford it. Number 4, strategy number 4, enhance operational efficiency. All right. We just bled into that, didn't we? All right. So cutting costs and enhancing operational efficiency, we just bled all over that. What can you automate? What can you cut? Who can do more? Miss Mary? Miss Mary's old. Miss Mary's smart. Ask Miss Mary to help you with some other things around the business. Stop babying her. She never babied you when you were little. That's why, unlike most of your peers, you're a freaking founder. You're a business owner. You have balls because what? You were raised that way. You were raised to have perspective where everybody else has a perception. So let's get rocking and rolling here. We're going to skip that. 3 and 4 are so similar, and we dug all the way into and through that. Number 5. This is big. Are you with me? It's time to renegotiate with your suppliers. Have a frank, honest conversation. Look, what's going on, you guys? Are there any discounts you can show me for being a loyal customer these past however many years you've been a customer? And they should be straight up with you and say, oh, we're actually looking at that. Well, would you like me to sit on a committee with you and figure out what kind of discounts you can offer and why? I would love that. Look, I get it. We're all feeling the pinch. But if you raise your prices, I'm telling you, I'm out of business. And would they rather have a customer that pays 5 or 10% less, or a customer that pays 100% less? I promise you they'll take the 10%. Okay? So look to renegotiate with your suppliers. The cost of the things that go into that product or that service that you offer or that product that you make, the components, if they aren't made in America, right, then the cost of them will go up if tariffs happen. The cost of them is going up anyway just because of inflation, right? And people, that's the product side, right? On the service side, what service people are seeing is everybody is trying to make an extra 15 or 20% on their service right now. So are you looking for the person that will maintain price for the sake of the partnership? Or, this is going to hurt, are you looking for the new kid, the Gen Zer, who is an absolute diva, very hard to work with, hard to manage, no integrity, but they're brilliant at what they do. They can't necessarily be counted on to do it on a clock. They're not really known for being reliable if something in their world comes up, but they're great when they do. These are things you have to weigh. Oh, and in defense of Gen Z, there are freaking Gen Xers that act like that. So when you're taking into account renegotiating with your suppliers, take into account reliability, take into account character. Can you trust these people? Do these people do good business? Do they deliver with excellence? Because you can't deliver with excellence if your product is made up of components that are not excellent. Okay? we're about to. I really think a big reset is coming. And after that reset, we're going to see old America. We're going to see made with pride again. Right? It may take longer to get, etc. But these are things that you really, really need to be considering. Your suppliers impact the cost of what you offer. And the cost of what you offer is all your clients care about. Strategy number 6. Adopt flexible budgeting. I want you to understand this. A flexible budget keeps you agile in changing economic conditions. What you want to do is you want to look at your current budget. You want to identify areas that you can, if a pinch happens, cut it immediately. Okay? So when I say flexible budgeting, we're talking about being profitable, right? Despite inflation, despite potential tariffs, right? So you need to, at the drop of a hat, know what you can cut. Newsflash, this is going to piss you off, but I'm going to do it anyway. There are subscriptions that you have that you don't even use. Sip my coffee. Sip my coffee right there. Just let that sink in. And I'm going to move on because I know that hurt. That hurt. But flexible budgeting is everything. Because what you have to do, you have to cost of goods sold. You have to CPA, right? Because Kirsten is the best. But Kirsten does not run a nonprofit, right? KMT Consulting is not a nonprofit accounting firm, right? KMT is here to make money, right? Just like you. Excellent service, but pay and pay on time. So understand that, right? Number 6, adopt flexible budgeting. Strategy number 7, and I'm going to let you get back to your day. I want you to leverage data for market analysis. This is big. I'm going to spend a couple minutes here. No, I'm not. Leveraging data for market analysis. What you're going to do is learn the difference between data and op-eds. Everybody and their freaking mother is all over social media sharing their opinions as if true. Because somewhere somebody told someone that their voice mattered. Well, they lied. Voices matter when they have something of value to add to the context of the conversation. Take that and splatter that all over, smear it, rub it in all over your market analysis. You don't want opinion. You don't want conjecture. You don't want feelings. You want fact. So you are talking to your customer base or your ideal client profile base. You're talking to them. You're asking them specific questions, open-ended questions also, to get them talking about what they're seeing and feeling and experiencing in their business. You are reading academic research and data, right? We do not want news sources that are owned by corporate interests. We want academic research. What is this? These are graduate schools, business schools. These are top tier consulting firms like Grow Expand, like Empirical Consulting Solutions. We want to know that where we're getting our news from, where we're getting our information, can stand the test of time. We want to listen to people with empirical data that they know based on real world experience, right? I don't want to hear about relationships from some single person who just happens to be charming. Give me somebody married. I don't want to hear about recipes from someone who, it turns out, can't actually cook. Okay? Manage your beliefs. Beliefs are selected thoughts that we hold on to. Data has to come from highly reputable sources. All right? Look, that's my time. I freaking love you. But this economy is crazy. And what you better do, you better figure out how to make more money in your business without becoming a sleazebag, right? You don't want to become a charlatan. You don't want to hustle anybody out of their money. You want to keep delivering value. These 7 strategies we just talked about should help do that. If you have questions, please jump into any or all of our social media and ask your question. I am always happy to answer. Remember, we go live on YouTube at noon Eastern Time every Wednesday. This podcast is live Wednesday mornings, wherever you listen to your podcasts. If you got what we talked about, but kind of need a little more actual hands-on help, visit richlaster.com. There's a link to my calendar right there. And let's do a free 15-minute session for you. All right? Because I really would like to see you making more money profitably in 2025. Have a good day.
A bit about our company. We produce strategies and deploy experts to grow your business revenue. The success of our clients is a direct result of the 25+ years of sales and marketing experience of our founder, Rich Laster. We take the guesswork out of increasing your revenue. Our reputation is built on results, not another roll of the dice with your marketing budget. Visit growexpand.com to learn how.